Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. In this lesson, we will go over Form 1 verbs. These are also called Abwab Thalathi Mujarrad. Now, when we talk about Abwab Thalathi Mujarrad, in English, these are also called Form 1 verbs. Abwab is the plural for bab, and different verb forms in Arabic are referred to as abwab, that's the plural, and under these abwab we will have several different babs. Thalathi means three and mujarrad means original. The simplest types of verbs are these Form 1 verbs, and that's what we will focus on. With Form 1 verbs, we only have the three root letters in the past tense. So for example, we have the verb nazala. Now this only has the three root letters, the noon, za, lam. In subsequent lessons, we are going to look at derived verbs where in addition to these three root letters, we might have additional letters. As an example, we will see the verb anzala. So notice with this derived form, in addition to noon, za, lam, we also have this hamza or alif, and this is a derived form, but in this particular lesson, we will only focus on Abwab Thalathi Mujarrad or Form 1 verbs. As you might remember from earlier lessons, the vowel on the ain letter for the past tense, which is fail madhi, and present tense, which is fail mudare, does not necessarily match. So we have this verb daraba, which means to hit. Daraba is past tense. When we convert this to present tense, we have yadribu. So just because we have a fatha over here doesn't mean that we will have a fatha over here. And that's the point. The vowel on the ain letter does not necessarily match. With these verbs, we have to learn what vowel is on the ain letter. So for example, with daraba, we just need to know that it's daraba yadribu. A fatha over here in the past tense and a kasra in the present tense. And there can be multiple combinations, as we will see on the subsequent slide, and each combination has a name. These are the 6 combinations that we need to know because these are the combinations that show up in the Quran. The first 3 combinations have a fatha on the ain letter, and then with group 1 we have a fatha on the ain letter for fail mudare. Then with group 2 we have a kasra on the ain letter, and group 3 we have a dhamma on the ain letter. An example of group 1 where we have both fatha and fatha is fataha yaftahu. Fataha yaftahu is the representative verb for this particular group, and this is called bab fataha. Later on, when we want to indicate that something is bab fataha, we'll indicate using this fa in brackets. Then we have a fatha for madhi and a kasra for mudare. The representative example here is daraba yadribu. So notice the fatha over here and kasra over here. This is represented by a da. Next we have fa'ala yaf'ulu. So here we have a fatha, then a dhamma. The representative example is nasara yansuru. So fatha and then dhamma, and this is indicated using a noon. Moving now to the khasras, and with khasras we have these 2 combinations, fa'ila yaf'alu and fa'ila yaf'ilu. With fa'ila yaf'alu we have kasra and then fatha, and the representative example is sami'a yasma'u, indicated by a sin. Fa'ila yaf'ilu, kasra kasra. The representative example is hasiba yahsibu, indicated by a ha. And finally fa'ula yaf'ulu. Here we have a dhamma and a dhamma, and the representative example is karuma yakrumu, represented by a kaf. Now I want you to pause here and learn these 6 groups. So fataha yaftahu, daraba yadribu, nasara yansuru. So these 3. Then the next 2 have a kasra on the past tense, sami'a yasma'u, hasiba yahsibu. And then finally we have the pesh pesh, karuma yakrumu. Now different babs have general meanings. For example, bab samia is for actions that are short term in nature. An example of bab samia is fariha yafrahu, which means to be happy. And being happy is not a constant state, because we are happy sometimes and we are not happy at other times. So this is something that is short term in nature. Bab karuma yakrumu is used for actions that are longer term in nature. An example is shajua yashjua. So this means bravery, and bravery is more long term in nature. Keep in mind that these are general rules of thumb. There can be several exceptions. Now I want you to pause over here and just learn all these verbs. Many of these verbs you've seen before. This should be a revision, but after you've spent a few minutes on the slide, I want you to know all these verbs along with their meaning. And now we are also showing the babs. So dakhala is bab nasara. Ghalaba is bab daraba. Remember, the present tense for daraba is yadribu, which means that the present tense for ghalaba will be yaghlibu. Here are some more verbs. I want you to pause here and make sure you know these verbs also. And then over here we have some nouns. Saifun means summer. Jaizatun means reward. Faturun breakfast. Shitaun winter. And i'anatun means help. Now I want you to do this exercise. You are given the past tense verb of fail madhi, and you are also given the bab. What you need to do is write down the fail mudare, or the present tense verb given the bab. From this bab you will be able to tell whether the ain letter in the fail mudare has a fatha, kasra or dhamma. And to help you out here, I have reproduced the 6 babs that you need to know. So pause this and then complete the exercise before you look at the solution. So this is what you should have done. Dakhala is bab nasara, which is shown here. This means that the ain letter, which is kha, should have a dhamma. So we have yadkhulu. Qadima is bab samia. Samia has a kasra and then a fatha. So here the fail mudare will be yaqdimu. So notice the ain letter should have a kasra. So this is fairly straightforward and mechanical. You just need to recognize that these are the 6 babs. Again, I'll emphasize that you need to learn these 6 babs. Alright, now another exercise. You are given multiple verbs. For each of these verbs, you need to identify the root. You need to indicate whether this is past or present, whether it is active or passive. Then you need to indicate the number. So is the singular, plural or dual, the gender, male or female, and whether this is first person, second person or third person. This is by and large a revision of what we've done. I want you to pause here and do this before you look at the solution. So here is the solution. Notice that the ta is a present tense indicator. The alif noon is to indicate that this is dual. So the root is fataha. Because of this present tense indicator, we know that this is present tense and not past tense. We don't have a dhamma up front. That's why we know that this is active and not passive. Based on the alif noon, we know that this is dual. This can be used for both male and female. And if you look at your conjugation of present tense verbs, fail mudare, this particular form could be second person or third person. And if you are not sure about what I'm talking about, you can go back and review the conjugation for fail mudare. Similarly, the solution is given for all the other verbs. Make sure you spend some time on this and correct any mistakes that you might have made. Here is some more practice. The idea is the same. You need to identify the root and then all this other information. Complete this on your own before looking at the solution. And here is the solution. After looking at the solution, go back and correct any errors that you might have made. That is it for this lesson.